Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. This loading screen shouldn't take long, it's the longest one in the game. There we go. In order to preserve any spoilers for anyone who hasn't played this game, which is probably most of you honestly, I'm just gonna skip that cutscene. Where's my mic? It's right there, good to go. I thought for a moment it was up on my ear again. I love that song. And I love this game. Let's roll. We're gonna start a new game, of course. Now, honestly, as far as strategy games go, this is probably... Oh, my headset cable. There we go. This is probably my favorite one, my favorite strategy game series ever. One moment. Cutscene.
Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Yeah, these might wind up being long episodes because, one moment. Thank you! Gotta get in here and turn my volume down. It's loud in my ears again. One moment. That should do it. Yes. These might be long episodes because there's a lot of cutscenes surrounding these missions. And I don't want to just have an episode of just cutscene.
1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule.
See, part of the Empire's problem in invading Gallia was that the people of Gallia are apparently the most badass people in this entire world.
Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
Trust me, you'll see what I mean as we get along.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
In fact, this first episode's gonna be really long now that I think about it because it's not worth breaking up into multiple parts. Actually, this still shouldn't be more than half an hour, I hope.
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
Yeah, one thing that is a little annoying sometimes is that I need to have to go back into book mode and select yes, I want to watch the next freaking cutscene, but...
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on!
Yeah, you were effective.
Damn it!
I don't know what that guy thinks he's doing. Just running off on his own.
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
By the way, Isara should be able to handle a gun as well, going by this game's plot. Gallia has a mandatory gun training thing. Switzerland, I think, does the same thing. We do not need to save before this operation. But yeah, Isara should be able to handle a gun as well, but for some reason, you never actually get to control her until the second game, and even then, only if you use a code. The second game comes to Steam, too. And yes, this is the Steam release of this game. Unhand my cable. Chair. There we go. I just skipped that really fast. I apologize. What it basically just said was that there's 3 Imperials in the area. Our job is to take them out as fast as possible. Don't worry, this is really easy.
Just stay calm and get it done.
I don't need any freaking advice from you. Okay. We're gonna be using... Okay, we got... right, the map.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip the cutscene.
Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
Here, have a control guide. I don't care, I know how to explain this. Shut up! Thank you! Okay. I was wrong. I can't move my mouse around like I want to. Alright. The way this works, you see the CP at the top, the 3 yellow medallions? What this does is basically that's how many people you can move this turn. You can move each person more than once. In fact, you're probably going to for most maps. And yeah, once that runs out, you can't do anything else this turn. How many actions you have this turn, rather, because some units and orders take more than 1 command point per turn. Alright, and of course, our turn number. You only have 20 turns to beat each mission, by the way. Alright, now really quick, this is our map screen. It basically just kind of gives an overview. Normally you can't see all the enemies, but this time we can. Stop that. Alright. And here are our people, and here are the enemy. They're all scouts, which is what the little symbol means. We got 3. Welkin, Alicia, and this dude. We're just gonna use Welkin for this because we don't actually get to use him in field mode, or as just a regular scout unit very often. Shut up, thank you. Alright. Alright. Now as you can see we've got this is how most of the game's gonna look, really. That bar down there at the bottom is how far we can move per turn. We got our HP to the right there, along with our unit name, ammo, which we have infinite amount of. What gun we're using. We can also change weapons when we get more. We don't have any more right now. Oh, that's somewhere in first-person mode. Okay, I forgot that was even in here. Bring up our map. The lines above us are lines of sight, and when you target another enemy, or another character, enemy or ally, you can see their HP up top. And then that brings us into target mode, which explains attacking. We're not actually going to attack right now. I don't even know why I entered that. Blah. Alright. Let's run up here to the sandbag. Now, these sandbags, you can crouch down behind to get yourself in cover. Go into aiming mode, and headshots do more damage. There we go. You're not. Thank you. Once you've used up all of a character's movement points and attacked with them, they can't do anything else that turn except maybe crouch. But we still got movement points, so we're gonna run up here. And it just now explains cover. Fuck you, game. Now here's a point I want to make really quick. Alright, now I've been using a controller up until now, but really quick let me show off something. I'm not going to unplug my controller, I'm just going to put it down and switch to using keyboard and mouse. Which works as well as it works effortlessly. The transition from controller, which works the same as the PS3 version as far as I'm aware, to mouse is really well done. Although, I will admit, using the mouse on the menu screens or this mode is a little awkward. But it works well enough, but it works pretty well for this. See, we got mouse controls down at the bottom. Take that guy out. Also, for those wondering where it says crouch, what that button is, that's space. Alright. And yes, by the way, if an enemy these aren't hit scan but weapons the enemies are using here, by the way. They're just really accurate. I kind of prefer the controls to the mouse controls so far, though, because I'm more familiar with the controller. I bought this for the PS3 way back when. But I found out it was on Steam and there was a sale, so I bought it then. And I'm really happy. And yeah, the game, I think, wants you to use all 3 units, but you really don't need to. In fact, it's kind of stupid to do so, because you lose experience points and money by doing it the slow way. Alright. I'm gonna watch this cutscene, then we're gonna save our game and end the episode off at the start of the next chapter.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
That line would have worked better in about 2 chapters.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant.
As long as that military giant...
These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time.
As long as that...
A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
Can I talk, please? Thank you. But yes, as long as that tiny nation has a host of just complete badasses, and said military giant doesn't hit with the full force of its might, yeah, then they can win. Brilliant. But in all seriousness, this is a great game. I'm actually really looking forward to this. Sorry if I didn't get to talk much in this episode.
Chapter 1. In defense of Brule.
There's a lot of cutscenes early on and pretty short levels. That gets fixed later on, though. Yeah, since I've played mostly the PS3 version building up to this, since I was trying to figure out how to record the PS3 version, actually. I haven't done much on the Steam mode, on the Steam version. By the way, speaking of... Yeah, that's how quick it saves, by the way. Speaking of Steam, buy that version if you can, because it comes with the free DLC and all that. All the DLC and all that. Anyways, in the meantime, in the next episode we will do Defensive Brule, at least part of it. Because there's 2 missions here, I think. Yep, I was right. Okay, yeah. This one may take us a bit. Alright, whatever. In the meantime, this has been Basilisk, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you, and good night. No, there's only 1 mission. Alright, I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you, and good night, folks.